Well, the August long weekend, well, it brings many traditions. For those in Port Colborne, it brings one tradition, and that is Canal Days. And it is back. And we are back with the mayor, Bill Steele.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How about this hat that
Love it.
I was
Love
handed?
it.
They don't even know what kind of sailor I am, but they would be accurate on
Flip
my.
it down, you could be just like Gilligan.
Right? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Man, this is probably exciting for you guys having it back.
Yeah, I mean, 2 years of going through the pandemic, and now we're ready to welcome the world to Port Colborne for the 44th annual Canal Days and Marine Heritage Festival, and to have tens of thousands of people in our park here to enjoy the music.
Yeah, so it kicks off tonight to Walk Off the Earth. He's going to be on the stage behind us.
Yes.
The crew's getting busy and ready for that. What's some of your faves? Like, are you a Port Colborne guy?
Oh, born and raised.
Born and
60
raised.
years.
So you've been coming to this festival your entire life? Since it started.
In fact, when I was at Port Colborne JC, Junior Chamber of Commerce, we were the first ones to start the concerts on West Street when it started to expand away from the museum back in the early 90s.
What's some of your favorite things to do now?
Here?
Yeah, or just the Canal Days all
well,
told.
everything.
Right.
Our Marine Museum, I mean, I'll tell you right now, start at the Marine Museum and work your way south. And you get along West Street, you see the shops and restaurants downtown, our kids play zone, our family play areas. The rock climbing wall is huge for visitors here to Port Colborne. And then make your way down to the waterfront. I mean, that's what's great here.
Because who do you get? Obviously, it's people who grew up here that are coming back.
Yes.
A lot of people from around the area coming.
Yes.
Do you get people from all over the place that have a lot of newbies too?
Yeah, a lot of Americans come in. Not only the ones that have cottages here, but right from the Buffalo.
And you've missed them the past couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Because they're a big part of this community
Exactly,
too.
huge. Summertime American influx in the Lakeshore, Port Colborne, Fort Erie, Wainfleet is key to us on an economic basis. But them bringing their families over for Canal Days, they do that. They're no different than us as far as planning for barbecues at their cottages, and then head down to concerts right here in the park tonight.
Yeah.
And that's what that's who we want to welcome. But we get it from the GTA as far as Barrie, London, Kitchener area. They're coming from all over.
How's everybody doing in town?
Super. Our community came through really well. We're proud of the community and what they did, and they, as we say, they were resilient.
You talked about coming to the water, and the water is so special here at Port Colborne. There's a lot of special landmarks. Luke, you want to come over here for a second? Because there's one specific landmark, that's the grain terminal, right? Yes. And I don't know if you can get a shot of the grain right there. Okay, because when we come, you guys treat us so well. You always give us special access.
So taking you to the top of that building had to be pretty key.
And we're doing that. We'll take a break.
Yes.
We'll come back. Canal Day starts today, goes all weekend long. Great to see you, Mr. Mayor. Next time you see us, we'll be at the grain terminal in Port Colborne.
Super.
Morning Live. We are looking up, way up, to a pretty significant landmark in the city of Port Colborne. It is the landmark of Port Colborne. It's the grain terminal, and we got something pretty special for you today. Good to see you, Scott LUEY.
Nice to see
from
you.
the city. Happy Canal Day.
Yeah, we're back.
Canal Days.
Canal Days.
Starts today, runs all weekend long. And we were over at the concert facility because that kicks off tonight with Walk Off the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go back there in a little bit, but you always have something a little special for us.
Yes, sure. So we've been off for a couple of years, but before that, we went up a lighthouse.
Yeah.
We went sailing on a sailboat. But today I got something special for you. The public can't do this. It's totally behind the scenes. I'm going to take you and show you one of the best secret views of Port Colborne, all the way up at the top of the Port Colborne grain terminal.
Okay. Why is this grain terminal so important to the city?
Well, really, it's a celebration of the city's marine heritage. I mean, we're on the working canal, we're on the Great Lakes. Many residents make their living working in the shipping industry. This building is from 1909. It's over 100 years old. We still have 7 people who work here today. The building was for sale or going to be closed down by the federal government, but the city stepped in and bought it. We own this building today, and we've since leased it out to P&H Shipping. So this is a grain terminal for their product.
So the city recognized, how many years ago did you buy it?
In the 90s.
In the 90s, that this is, I don't know, this is Port Colborne.
Yeah.
This can't go anywhere. This needs to be here.
Preserved.
Preserved and used. And we get to go up there?
We're going up. We're going up.
Have you ever been up?
I've been up twice. I usually can't get all the way to the edge because I do have a bit of a fear of heights, but there's a door that opens and I can stand way back and look way out, but I cannot look down.
Okay. Which door is it? Can you you get all the way up there?
Very top left corner, gray
Left
door
corner.
with 2 bars across, and it's about as high as you can get on this part of Port Colborne.
That's where we're going.
We are.
Because you'll be able to see everything in Port Colborne from up there.
We'll see everything, and if we're really lucky, we'll get a freighter coming through, and we'll actually see a shoe. That's pretty lucky.
That would be pretty cool. So, Canal Days is back. I know you're excited. People from all over coming back and enjoying the town.
Yep. Honestly, we were down for 3 years because we had to miss 2 years. Usually, you know, we start planning the next Canal Days as soon as it ends, but because of COVID, we've taken a little bit of extra time. We missed it, but we've had extra time to really bang it out, and it's going to be the best Canal Days ever, 44th annual.
Well, it's looking like the weather is pretty good. We'll see what the weather is like up on top of the grain terminal, because that's where Scotty and I are going. Luke, you can come too if you want. Good morning. Welcome back to Port Colborne. We promised you a view. We're giving you a view because we're getting pretty exclusive access because we're on top of the grain terminal in Port Colborne. How many people get to come up here, Scott?
You're the first one I brought who doesn't work here.
That doesn't work here. Okay. And the payoff is the view of the city of Port Colborne. Check that out.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
I know you're a little nervous with heights, so you'll stay back a little bit.
This is about as close as I can get.
Is it? Okay. So, the grain terminal has been here for over 100 years.
Yep.
1909, bought by the city in the 1990s.
That's right.
But it's still a working terminal.
Yeah, so we have vessels, trains, and trucks that come in here. They bring grain in, they bring grain out, and basically it's a commodity hub where grain is stored and then taken to market.
Okay, so let's kind of establish some of the bearings of what we're looking out. I think like the Welland Canal is a good establishing point where we are. So the lake is behind us.
The lake is behind us. We're looking straight north. The canal is on your right-hand side here. The building with the yellow and blue construction material is actually the start of West Street, or the south end of West Street, and that's exactly ground zero for Canal Days. That's our home base all weekend.
Okay, so the ships come both ways?
Yep, ships go up and down the canal. So to go from Port Colborne, you're actually bypassing Niagara Falls, and you're going downbound towards Lake Ontario.
Okay, so where is the falls?
About...
We're looking over here,
see
like
a little bit of a skyline over there, and I think that's the Hilton Hotel and the Skylon Tower.
Out that way.
You can see a little mist above it. That little cloud is the mist of the falls.
So if we're going towards that way, that's upbound?
That is downbound.
That's downbound.
Down what's the escarpment. Yes.
And then you're upbound if you're coming towards the lake.
Upbound is Ontario to Erie.
Right. And this is a working marina. This is
working the canal. We have the 3 bridges here, which are really annoying when you're stuck in traffic because one of them went up.
Do you ever get used to them? Like there was one up when we came in today.
Yeah, well, if you know the way, there's always a bridge that's available to you. If you're a local, you'll never wait for a bridge. But sometimes I see people who are just passing through who are made to wait the 20 minutes or whatever it takes. But to us, it's part of everyday life. It's commerce. It's shipping, right?
Okay. And a big thing for you is Canal Days. This is back. And that's kind of... everything's going to be happening with the stage. That's where we started the morning, and that's where we're going to head to as well.
Yeah, if there's a ground zero, there's a ground zero B, and that's where we have our concerts. That's H.H Knoll Lakeview Park. You can see the stage that the gentlemen are setting up today.
Yeah.
You can see our tents where we're going to be able to sell products to all of our visitors, and we're going to have about 10,000 people in there every day of the weekend to watch these great concerts.
And Luke, if you zoom a little bit past the park, I don't know, if you can see a house there, that's Scott's mom's house.
That's my mom's house.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's your mom's name?
Mary Lou.
That's my mom's name.
Shut up.
No way.
High five.
Yeah, to Mary Lou's. Hello, Mary Lou. We'll be back from Port Colborne celebrating the 44th annual Canal Days this weekend on Morning Live. From way up top, the grain terminal, back to center stage because we are getting set for Canal Days, which... Wow, it gets going tonight.
Tonight.
Oh my goodness! It's Michelle! How are you doing? Michelle always dresses me. She always has props for me when we show up. And you always organize something very cool for us.
Always.
So thanks for organizing that,
My
because
pleasure.
that's so cool. To be able to give a lay of the land and kind of see Port Colborne and the history that this city has, right? And how important Canal Days is.
It's so important for this community. Celebrating our marine heritage, celebrating just being back after a couple years and getting together. And here, right on the shore of Lake Erie, where we have our concert series at H.H Knoll Lakeview Park.
So 44th annual. You've
Correct.
never, because you still did do some stuff.
Our museum, which where it all started in 1979, they kept Canal Days going in some way these last 2 years, so we
Okay.
could continue this legacy for our community and visitors.
Right.
So we owe them the start of Canal Days, and we owe them for continuing it when we couldn't.
Okay. This stage is going to be pretty cool this weekend.
It is.
Because how many people are going to be out here, Michelle?
We hold about 10,000.
10,000 people. And on this stage tonight is who?
Walk Off the Earth with Magic and the Mono Whales presented by Tourism Niagara.
Okay, so they're going to be here Friday night.
Friday night.
Okay,
tonight.
and then Saturday night?
Tomorrow night we have the Sheepdogs with Gord Sinclair and Derek Miller.
Cool.
And Sunday night we have Classic Albums Live here. And Monday we have the Caverners and Elvis Tribute.
You passed the test. You got them all. Right? Amazing. Is there still tickets available for that type of
It's
stuff?
free.
Oh,
There's no tickets, it's free.
that's kind of key.
Yeah.
Anybody can come.
Anybody can come. I mean, as long as you can get through the gate. So, our gates open at 6 o'clock. So make sure you get here for 6.
Right.
Get through the gates. We do ask for donations at the gates just so we can keep this festival going free. But it's pay what you can. Come in. There's cold beverages here. A whole array of Labatt products.
I was gonna say, what kind of cold beverages are we talking about here?
Labatt's products.
That's where I would be situated, because we're at a
There's
concert, are you at the front or are you like at the back? Were you a back person?
Well, if I'm at a concert, I'm kind of usually off to a side.
Oh,
but
no, she's
I
like,
actually get to be behind.
I was going to say she has backstage passes. Looking fancy. Cool, but there's so many other things happening
Oh my goodness.
downtown too, right?
So
Yeah.
many things,
Yeah.
you know. Because again, you start at the museum and you make your way down West Street. We have kids. We have lots of different kids and families.
Yeah.
You know, as we're up at the top of the grain terminal, you're looking at the canal. Don't forget like our lighthouse tours. You know, you going up in the grain terminal was a once in a lifetime. Taking the lighthouse tour, it only happens during Canal Days.
Okay.
Going on the Empire Sandy, you need tickets for that. So make sure you go online, check to see if there's any availability, and that's where you get to sail out into Lake Erie.
Amazing. So the concert, we need to get going here, isn't it? Can I help with anything? Well, right here. Right here? Okay. Canal Day starts tonight. We got to get going. Walk Off the Earth's coming on. Where are we doing? Where are we going, boys? We're going here. Right here. There we go. Okay. 44th annual. All right. This guy? We're going this guy? Where are we going?